Greetings, y'all. Greetings. How have you all been? Y'all know people try to bring you back to your past, honey, but there's no shame in my game. And just when you tell my past, I need them to tell it all. Like of course, okay, so I can tell it, and I'll tell the story goes along with it. But around that time, greetings, Frank Dodson. Greetings. How are you? So, around the time that I met those guys, um, I actually had been going through a very dark time. So, I had run away from home. I, of course, wasn't living with my mama doing none of this because my mama didn't play the radio with me, okay? So I had ran away from home. Well, not really ran away from home, but just left my mama house, calling myself being grown, and was living by some of my other people. And, just getting in the streets that I was never like really introduced to, okay? But before then, I'm gonna back it up a little bit because how it really all began was, I was molested from the age of 3 to 7 years old. So I never looked at life the same as everyone else. I didn't experience um the what would they call the innocence so much. So things happened to me when I was younger, and of course, it made me be very, very rebellious, growing up, and because of course it was one of my mama boyfriends or whatever, and she chose him and believes him over me. So of course I felt like, I wasn't protected or whatever. So that made me, have to go out and find someone who would protect me. You know what I'm saying? So once I got older and was able to be a little rebellious. So being that had happened to me, it was like I was drawing that kind of energy and that those kind of people. Okay, so got out, met them, met him, and I think we met whoever I was with met me and him in Sterling first or whatever. So when I first met them two, it was Sterling. So me and Sterling had started to kick it or whatever, but Sterling was a different breed. And so, of course, however it went, whether he saw who was the person that was my best friend at the time and wanted to, um, like her or whatever because she was prettier, whatever the situation may have been, I was really blessed in the situation because Lord knows what to do, okay? Because Sterling was a woman beater and just very, 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 very brutal. So I was very, very, very glad, that okay, maybe he did feel she was prettier. I'm not touched by none of that. So, but what he forgot to say is that, one night we were all at his house, because that's where it all used to go down, at his house. All the plans being made, everything that ever happened went down at his house. So one night we were all there, and it was a group full of ladies, and their group or whatever, and Stone was there. And so Stone, I'm sitting in his mama living room, and out of all the group, he came in there, and he was like, "You gonna be Miss Stone. You gonna be Miss Stone. You." He was like, he told me, he looked around, he said, "I sense a lot of animosity in this room." He was like, "You gonna be Miss Stone, come on and go with me. And so after, I saw this big dog, this is the ruler of them all. I mean, like, why not? It was like a step up, and he chose me. So I mean, hey, do you know what happens in the world? He must not know. Like, I'm so happy through it all that I went through. And I have babies for cousins and sleep with cousins and brothers and kinfolks. You know what I'm saying? Because, I have kinfolk that two cousins that's married, got children and all kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So the Lord spare me if I went with friends or Might have went with some cousins. They wasn't my friends and they wasn't my cousins, okay? And that means I had him Sterling first. So whoever went behind me with him, that was their choice, okay? And that's probably why they went through what they went through, you know. But I was spared, like, so there's no shame in my game, honey. Like, you can bring up my past. My mama always taught me, if you don't want nobody to know nothing, don't do nothing. Okay, so I mean, bringing up my past, honey, that's what made me who I am today. Cause meeting them monsters, just when I thought I was acting like the devil, baby, I met a bunch of demons. Okay, the same energy. Okay, and that's why I'm here burning candles right now today. Okay, being very spiritual and staying close to the Lord. Okay, cause you never know what you attach your spirit to, that's what you're going to go through, okay? So I was attracted by these people because Lord knows these people have gone through the same thing I had gone through, you know, different folks, for different strokes for different folks. Greetings, man down. And, you know, I may have been molested as a little girl by my mama's, uh, one of my mama's boyfriends or whatever. But guess what? They went through the same thing. Different picture, same frame, different picture. Okay, so that's how we all resonated in the first place. Okay, and how we probably all came apart. But I'm just someone that's honest enough to tell it. You understand what I'm saying? Because you know I went through something. You know, and being that I went through something, I know how to go through something. And you know, some people be mad because you survive what you go through. I never said I was holier than thou. I said I was here for the black sheep, the outcast, the not holier than thou. Okay, so you know some people go through things and they're just not honest. I'm here for them people, you know, because well, they're not gonna just be honest and say, "Hey, I'm here. I'm gonna say it." You understand? Because there's nothing to hide. Okay, when you hide, that's when all sorts of things come up, catches you unexpected, as they thought that this would catch me, and then you react, and it can bring up, you know, open up certain wounds, reopen all types of wounds on you. You understand what I'm saying? Because you don't been healed. Okay, so some people have that wound there that it has a scab on it. You understand what I'm saying? It seems like it been healed, but once you bump it too hard, you know, then bam, it starts bleeding again and it opens up all over again, you know. So I'm kind of glad for the things that I went through, glad for the people that I met, you understand? Because no matter what, the two dead guys that are not talking, you know, on their penises with me, you know, they, you know, Stone knew that. Like he told it to me because of course, if they telling it to y'all, y'all know they told it to him, okay? But he was a man through it all, okay? Just like he helped him when he was in juvenile jail and things like that. Like he was a man, you know, and so that's part of why he's not here anymore because of that person knowing so much of his business. But what I did not want you to forget, so while you were seeming like, you know, you wanted to be friends, you know, might be friends because you kind of all over the place. But nevertheless, you have to remember that none of those people liked your mother. Okay, so me and your mother were close, and it was a big thing. Okay, rest in peace, Stone. Okay, it was a big thing that you know Stone chose me in your living room, and everybody knew about me. Like the people didn't know, certain people didn't know. Like some of the people he was messing with. You know what I'm saying? And some of the people Stone was messing with, but you know, no, he did choose it in a fight that happened in front of his house because it didn't happen in front of his door. It happened in front of his house on the streets or whatever. It was because she wasn't the only one, and no, she did not beat me up. Okay, but of course, you know, people lies don't give a hell who tell them. Okay, lies I've always said, lies don't care who tell them. Okay, and relationships don't care who have them. Okay, so baby. The mouth is not a prayer book because first of all he forgets to tell it all, you know, pick, choose, and sides and all that. I'm not with the kiddie stuff, you know. See, all I see he's doing really right now, and this is very sad. And this is the reason why if I'm gonna tell something, if something gonna be told, I'm gonna tell it myself. okay? It's because I look back and I mean, I've seen the video with him and, the young lady, well, not the young lady, the grown woman, Soldier Slim baby mama, and it's just really sad because it seems like he really has some get back in him. You understand what I'm saying? When Stone had all that money in the boxes and the projects, yes, 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 man. It seems like Terrence has some type of get back with these kind of people, with these people, because he can say that he got into it, like he can say that he had something of some type of friction. You understand? Going on with him. Oh, he'll tell his stories, Slim, then Slim got whatever he be selling. Because I really don't listen to the rah-rah because all it's doing, like, what it can't do to me, I'm saying that it's being done to other people. Okay? So he's telling all these stories. First start telling the story, yeah, Slim, me and Slim got into it. Whatever they did, whatever happened, Slim get into it because it's told how Slim and Stone got into it, and Slim got into it, how this one and that one. Then he come back and he get the baby mama to come on now and start talking. Now she got a child that's not being claimed. And it's really going to him like he gonna do something good about it. But really all he's doing is exposing the dead people information, exposing their lives. You understand what I'm saying? And like really bashing them to a certain extent, like causing all this confusion, digging up all of this stuff. Like if those people were alive today, like I need him to ask himself, as a man, as an individual, as put yourself in those shoes, because that could be someone telling the story on him, okay? And not them. But being that he is the one telling the story as a man, put yourself in those shoes. Would you want this to be going on with your kid? Or your kids, okay? Because you have different baby mothers too. Like while they were doing their thing and being hot in the ass and having this baby mama because it's like that seems to be the G code to me. You understand? The G code seems to be that they went to juvenile jail for something bad, whether it was stealing cars, murder, whatever, okay? They went to juvenile jail. And then some things happened to them in juvenile jail where it created the characters in them and who they became after juvenile jail. Okay? So something happened to you in there, and then you come out with all that toxicity. And y'all been in there together, so I believe the G code was what was happening to y'all in there. And then y'all come out playing with all the females. And then how I know it had to be something that it made y'all stand a man, because apparently that's the character y'all had to kind of big up to, okay, to make yourself seem like somebody. Y'all come home messing with multiple women at the same time, making multiple babies at the same time, and then you want to turn around and y'all was switching them, okay? Because really and truly, I wasn't a switch. It's just that I messed with one first, and then the other one was chosen. But if you want to call it a switch, it was there. Went from the yes man to the big dog. Yeah, that's what happened. So you can call it what you want, but that happened. You understand what I'm saying? So I just didn't, thank God I just didn't have get pregnant with the first one. You know what I'm saying? Just being foolish and not really knowing is why I'm so wise today. Is why I share today, because it was those guys that could have possibly ruined my life if I allowed them to. Okay, and I see where I wasn't the only one, and they weren't the only one, because I mean, when that's just like Stone. When Stone had made the first baby, 2 months later, here come the second baby, and then 2 months after that, 3 months after that, he got a whole another baby. He made 3 babies at one time, so that means he was messing with 3 different females at one time. Him himself, okay, had multiple babies. and multiple baby mamas at the same time. Okay, it's just that some of them used to get along and come sit all together, you know. But I was from Killa. See, the thing about Killa is you might get somebody who didn't, you know, two sisters that didn't slept with the same man or whatever. You might, you know, get somebody. You might get all of that, but one's for certain, two for sure. We're not all sitting in the same place unless it's the funeral. Now, don't get me wrong. Maybe early in life it used to happen. And I know I used to be one that said to my mama, Mama, you and my dad are not together no more. Why is he still coming over here? He got a wife. You got a husband. Why do y'all still crisscross? The children is wrong. Okay, let the children, you know, we able to come see you, we able to come see him. You know, let us choose. Don't keep all that crisscrossing and all of that. You understand what I'm saying? And it didn't happen. But I also need to know that it didn't happen with them too. You understand what I'm saying? Like he didn't so thorough. But he just didn't have me. Okay, and I'm glad. Because you see, God knows just what to do, you know. And maybe that's why he felt the need to bring it up. You know, I know I might be hitting home a little bit, but I could own mine. Can you own yours? You know, why you don't own yours on how you home right now today? You understand what I'm saying? Because see, I can acknowledge that I was foolish as a child. You know, that tends to happen. You know, you be foolish as a child, don't listen to be rebellious, so then you have a hard life. You understand what I'm saying? You go through something, and then hello, surprise for those who thought I didn't never go through nothing. I did. Okay, and what's so crazy is I think like in my childhood days, like being a child, I was really ahead of myself. And then I always, because by me being molested as a child, like man, my mama didn't get along too well. You understand what I'm saying? So it was always like a challenge. It's just always like a challenge, and you know. So I'm still, you know, born a Capricorn. I'm still a leader. You understand what I'm saying? So when it got to the point where expression was, well, hey, I'm gonna be the bigger person. I'm gonna leave and go figure it out on my own. And it was hard figuring it out on my own. But guess what? I survived to figure it out. Okay, and I survived it all. I'm still here to tell you. Like most are not. You understand what I'm saying? So if you ever go through something, or then been through something, or then been through some of them situations, honey, you're not the only one. What's on and like type friends. You know, Stone was more friends with like brothers. Okay, so back in the G, I remember because you know it shows in the paperwork back in the G and fast forward, but they were not. I mean, they were tight because of the brothers. You know, he was more tighter with Bryce. You know what I'm saying? That was like who he was tight with, and so Lack was Bryce's little brother, and so they just when it came down to the rapping and all that, they just clicked because of course Black was already under Cash Money and you know making groups. So however they was doing, however they turned their lives of crime alone to being rappers that still was like really self-indicting. They just didn't know, you know what I'm saying? And you know, it's so funny because when you look at all of them, like all of them that be saying each other name, you know what I'm saying? And you look at all of them got the same background. All of them got the same background. So it's like, yeah, half of y'all care if anybody was locked up with them and they had something done with him. They was on the medical ward with him. That's what half of them got tight at. You understand? Being locked up on the medical ward. You know, like man, his celly had got tight before he wore the wire on the man. You understand what I'm saying? You know, that's just bound to happen. You feel me? Just like in life, you know, some people just bound to go through something. You heard me? The thing is, whatever you go through, make sure you get through, and make sure it don't get you. And then you have to come out here with a different face. You understand? Because you want to talk about your old high boy days, but then you steadily talking about who you are now after. After the fact, after you done told on everybody, after you done got your time reduced, after that boy is in that jail doing all the multiple life sentences, after. Okay, and if you would have never got caught, who would you still be? Okay, so don't try to bring up my past. Let's talk about your future. Let's talk about the future. Fast forward. Okay, I'm self-made. The reason, y'all are the reason why I don't go through nothing that I would have went through back then. Like, y'all are the reason why I can be a nun now in my latter days. Y'all are the reason why I am connected to some other kind of people who y'all don't like. Y'all are the reason why young girls going through what they're going through today. If any of the younger guys or the younger children ever looked up to y'all, y'all got these young ladies still suffering. Thank you, baby. I appreciate you, man down. Y'all are the reasons why most of these young guys are the way that they are. Just hearing about y'all, and it's not nothing good. The notoriety is not nothing good. Okay, you're still out here want to talk about old stuff, bringing up all of these deceased men stories about their children who are alive. Confusion. I've always been taught that the devil is the author of confusion. Okay, and it speaks for itself, because if all of these people were alive today, and if you knew this all of this time, like, why you wasn't yelling out nothing from back there behind the balls? Like, why? Which is the reason why you here talking to tell it the old stories of it, like, oh, you have been again, been telling. Been telling God on Jesus, and it's all behind. Really, it's like, really, he thought he was gonna get me to talk about Stone with him. No, I'm gonna talk about it because you have come up again. So the first time I was quiet, but then it gets to be like a nightmare in your latter years, like deja vu. Like, I didn't see this before. Okay. And I'm just not about letting things happen two times, because you see, I know that y'all are really still close because y'all play the same game. Like, I don't know if he sat down and gave it to you, if you, or after you, or if you figured it out after it happens to you, because that's what usually happens. See, people go through an experience first, and after the experience becomes their teacher, they might not get it the first time. It might happen a second time. It might happen a third time. But eventually, experience becomes a very good teacher. And then, after you see it has been done to you, you learn how to go and do it. Okay? Because I'm still going to say, hello, greetings, baby. Hello, how are you, self-made? I appreciate you, baby. I'm going to say, you playing the same game that your brother be playing. That's why the footnotes was down there, okay? Because see, it's been done before. You understand? So being that that is your brother, they saw where you learned very, very well. Even after it was done to you. So now that is the character that you're taking on now. You understand? And you sit in people's face just as he does. Just like all of those guys who you did all of those interviews with. Sit in their face and they don't even know you be taking them out. You just be the real life recorder. The eyes. You're a real life one. They don't have to put a wire on you. You've been proven. It's been proven. You heard me that your notoriety is known that you're gonna get it right. You have to. You understand? Because you're still out here trying to be free. So that's what you got to do. So people got to be just more careful about even want to hear any of that. Because you're saying all of that to keep bringing up the people name who's still alive, who you have some type of problem with. And even if they're dead, you're going to try to bring their people up. You understand? So you can just see it from behind the balls this time. You understand? But see, people got to be smart. You got to learn how to master splinter, okay? And all I see is the same old big ways, jealous, envy. The people dead. He see they trying, they saying their name too much. Here he come with something for them for some reason. But just didn't know. You heard me? That when you go to tell them, some people got the mind of an elephant and they don't forget. Okay? Just like you must have forgot when you told that, oh, Stanley had it first. But why you didn't say, but Stone chose the in my mama living room? Huh? Huh? Why you didn't say that? Okay? See, that's what you didn't see. Hey, baby, what's going on, New Orleans? What's up, New Orleans 17? What's going on? See, that's what you forgot to say. You heard me? And that's what I just don't be wanting you to forget. See, that's how it all got started. When I saw you on Vlad. And you wanted to act like Stone was just some type of whore or something and had burnt up your truck. You know, well, I stole this dope. You know, my bro had told me to take it off. So, you know, I did this. It's how shiesty. You understand what I'm saying? Just how shiesty your ass is. How to, you know, the perfect example of play you close in your face. You heard me? And snake you. You heard me? You the perfect example. They should make a new definition to that, okay? Play you close and snake you at the same time, okay? So you must then know, you know, when you were saying all that, that just shows who you was. You know, you was trying to make it seem like he was some type of hoe. You sold his dope and he burnt your truck up. No, you know, he ain't want to tell me, but you see, that's where my gifts come in. And I thank God for my gifts. You understand what I'm saying? Because see, he told me watch and pray. And I always knew that somewhere behind the scenes, if you were still alive, it was going to be a problem. Okay. So I just watched because they ain't had to tell me. You heard me? It's very selective memory. Okay. Guess what? They ain't had to. See, if you notice, once that happened, I fell back. They talk about how close the brothers and sisters we used to be. You just say, oh, we were so close. And we were. And then I had the baby. Stone went to jail. What, 3 days before I had the baby? It was just like a sacrifice or something. I had to make sure he wasn't trying to sacrifice me and my child with all them 3s and 6s and all that kind of stuff. But I had the baby. Last I had saw you was I was big pregnant and you were in Charity, okay? And he had then did all that and then he was taking care of you and we was going down there in Charity Hospital to see you because you had somebody saying that they was pregnant for you too, okay? That we was very close with, okay? So, last I saw you, you were shot up. You were in the bed. You had on the piss in the shit bag. So, fast forward, when I get ready to have the baby, 3 days before I had the baby, he go to jail. So, I never, ever was really close with you again after that. Because I knew what had happened. God had to show me this. And I told him, I said, when you kept saying, somebody nigga eyes, somebody nigga eyes, somebody nigga eyes, I say to myself, yeah, he know the eyes, and I say the same thing. Then I don't care. I've been very spiritually, physically, mentally smart. Okay, I don't care. You can try to change it now after the fact. No, that's why I stayed away. And then after he came home. I have pictures of you at the 3-year-old party. I've posted them before. And I'm telling him, what is going on? I'm watching y'all. That's when we wasn't close no more, if you recall. Okay, because I knew he had did just something. I had to protect me and mine the whole given time. Because you see, what had happened was while you talking about the person that beat me up, that he was going with his name or whatever he was trying to say about her. You forgot to say that originally she was known as Wu. And not only that, see, her previous boyfriend before him, she had been kidnapped for, okay? They had been peed all on and all kind of stuff. So when you want to tell partial, just know that somewhere Someone's gonna remember it all. And then not only are you gonna be digging up people's belongings, the eyes are the windows of the soul. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I got one man down, extraordinary D boss. And see now you're not the only one telling the story. Cause see, you like to tell partial and not all. And see, when you want to tell it, it's all gotta come up and it's all gotta come out. So I just want them to know why you telling stuff like you know, choosing, when you gotta pick a side, like like 21 Savage had said, you gotta pick a side or die in the middle, okay? You're gonna either pick a side or you're gonna die in the middle. So guess what? I don't even have a side. I just got my own side. Okay, I ain't picking no side. I rather. Okay? I rather because I'm on my own side. Okay? But while you telling stuff, all the stuff is going to come up. Okay, so because you got he got selective memory, he and he also forgot that some people did not like his mama. That's why we were so close, and then his mom was so close because we always had something to tell her, talk about, and then we were talk about Big Bird. You understand what I'm saying? So this is what was going on. If you want to tell all, just let them know that how me and Stone met was in your mama living room, and we met with you hearing him, the whole group, not just you, the whole group, heard him say, you gonna be missed out. You gonna be missed out. That man chose me. Don't hate me, okay? And that means he knew that people make mistakes. Didn't Stone have any brothers and sisters? Yep, Stone had one brother and two sisters. Well, he had a bunch of brothers on his daddy's side that I had met, but he had from his mama, he had one brother which was Disco, and he had two sisters. His sister Wawa, who died when she was a lot younger, and he got an older sister. But yeah, you gotta tell it all, baby. Don't tell partial. Cause see me, one thing about it, I done took responsibility for my own actions. You understand what I'm saying? And I learned with them taking responsibilities for my own actions, I learned that people can only do what you allow them to do. Okay, so that is when I choose to allow them to be able to do nothing. Okay, so with you coming back with the past stuff, like really, dude, like really, that's all you got. But what is the future? Because the future is you got out for telling on that Sean Taylor. And see, that's why I put that paperwork out there because you talk and try to fiddle things together and think you're so good, but you're not. Okay? You try to, the 40 bodies is the paperwork. No, it's not. No, it's not. The paperwork that I posted is it. That's it. Okay? And you don't never want to talk about that. I don't know if it's against the rules, but I don't believe so. Because you can so honestly and owningly say that you told on, I told on dead people. I told on dead people, but you told on live people too, okay? Like they say, you ain't gonna get nothing for the dead people, okay? And then you wanna come talk about dead people with me. Okay, talk about the live ones and tell the live ones that you are the reason that how me and the dead ones met at you in your mama house, okay? Where you and your mama and your brothers was living at. That's how we hooked up, okay? I didn't meet them on my own, okay? They came all through you, just like all the rest of this stuff is coming through you now that you're back. It just shows who you really are. You understand? Because see, it don't stop. Because see, now you out and it's all happening all over again, and it's sad to see new victims. You understand? Knowing that if the men was home right now today, you would just be as quiet as kept. Okay? But now, you want to hear people telling them stories. Tell the story how you got home. Tell that. Tell how you came home. Because people want to know. How did you get here? You're not supposed to be here. You were supposed to be gone for a very long time. You wearing wires. Nobody should you nowhere. He's wearing wires. You better not want to be there. It's not safe, okay? He's bringing up passes, shaking them old people in that grave. They're going to come for you. You know, you can do so much with old people. Huh? You notice how when people get old, and they get ready to pass away, and they start calling all the old people names who already deceased. They just keep calling them. They'll look at you and call you somebody name who dead. That's what's gonna happen. Because you see, you just keep on shaking the people. You just pass it up like, look at this boy here. This is what he wanted to do with me. But it just wasn't possible because I let him know when I get ready to tell it, because I got to tell it, because you see, I didn't tell it the first time, okay? But since he home and he keep on trigger, he like a trigger, you know? He like to be a trigger without the gun. Trigger. Greetings, baby, greetings. You need to make that scene. Let me see, you need to get that scene up on YouTube, for real. How did you get here? You're not supposed to be here. You were supposed to be gone for a very long time. You like wearing wires. They shouldn't want to be here. Not looking at you, not hearing you, not seeing you, not none of that. Because, boy, you thought you was going to come be a nightmare to me. But you see, what had happened was, all that long time, you ain't know, I knew I had the devil in me. I said, Lord, I'm born a Capricorn. You got to know about the dark side before you get to the light, okay? Because the light is made for the dark. So that's what you didn't know. See, yeah, while you was being a demon, I was already the devil. You heard me? So when I saw it, you know, because at first I was green to it. You heard me? So I had to learn, and experience had to be my teacher. But now, you heard me? Now that it has been mastered, and it has all come to the light. You understand? And I'm saying it again. It's like deja vu. You get deja vu. But I'm not scared of deja vu. That's what you're not understanding, you know? And it was so funny because I just know I just keep watching. I'm like, I got to keep watching, but I ain't gonna watch. You heard me? I ain't even gonna watch. How did you get here? Let me see. How did you get here? Oh, you were Urias. Yeah, you're supposed to be good at very. You're supposed to be gone for who? He wore a wire. That boy wore a wire. Let me tell you something. Lord knows. Lord knows. He ain't let me speak on nothing that I ain't been through. Let me tell you something. When you're locked up, cause see, being attached to them demons right there, they made me know your ass being the devil, so I had to give God control. You understand? Cause see, that's what Jesus did too. Jesus is a Capricorn, but he just let God have control. You feel me? Cause see, at any given time, if something come up to you and God ain't got control and the devil come up to you, then he gonna make you be the devil too. And see, they love to trick you out your spot. You understand what I'm saying? So that's what he thought he was doing with me. He thought he was gonna trick me out of his spot. He didn't know I knew how to stand up for my and take responsibility for my own actions and own my shit. Okay? You did it, they got to lie, say nothing, no. Correction. They talked about black and more to be him so much. I thought I might have known, but guess what? Lord knows whatever happened to him, he could live or die in peace because guess what? They kept trying to be him. Because see, I told y'all they learned from somewhere else. You heard me? Then they made themselves these characters. Okay? You went to juvenile for stealing cars. What made you a killer? See, somebody need to ask him that. You understand what the people don't understand? Oh, gee, Rat had to sell on more than the dead. He told on more than the dead. But let me tell you something. He told on some of them before they was dead. Because I believe he told on Stone. Because I'm telling you, when I talked to Stone on that phone, Stone told me he wasn't going down for nothing he didn't do. That's what the man told me. That man told me they came to him about some murders. So now, see, that's what triggered me even more so because I remember, all I could remember was the conversations I had with the man, especially the last few conversations, okay? So when the man told me that they came to him about some murders, I said, somebody said I ain't going down for nothing I didn't do. So when I looked around and saw this one home, I said, damn, because I had already said, Lord, stay around, just go watch and pray. If you see him come home, you know he done told on somebody's, okay? So let me tell you something. He had done already told on Stone before Stone died. When he told me that the people came to him about the murders, he's the one told the people about the murders on Stone. Just like he could admit now, oh, I told on Bobby, I told on the dead, I told on him. No, you told on him before he was dead. Trust the plus, you did. And it was a type of retaliation for that piss in that shit bag. Because you talk about he burnt up that truck, but he burnt your ass up for a very long time. And I know you was in jail thinking about that for a very... You really thought you was going to come home and take it out on me, but you see, I'm going to say it, tell it, show it, prove it, do it. Because I'm going to do that work. I'm going to go find it, share it. Hey, post it. I'm gonna make me some fucking beats around this bitch. Now I understand why they make music. You heard me? You got to. Because the music is the whole release. You understand what I'm saying? So that's what they do. That's what they say about him. The way he talk, it feels like he be riding on his brother Birdman pass trying to get him jammed. Let me tell you something, baby. Let me tell you something. It can't go like that. It might be a retaliation, so I got to say. Thank you, man. Let me tell you something, baby. Baby told on him first. So by the time he has learned, constantly realized, because let me tell you something, baby, I didn't read a lot of paperwork. And the paperwork keeps talking about this CI. This certain CI. SI, whatever they call this person in this paperwork. And I said, hold up. Because see, the person who tells first gets the position, okay? So that means if somebody figure out later on that this person is telling, it's really already too late because they didn't already got the credit for you. So you got to go however they say you got to go, whether you do jail time or whether you do graveyard, okay? It's a sacrifice. So what they failed to realize is these people hadn't already turned into the informants first, okay? They already told God on jail. That's the notoriety for it. That's what they know. See, that's what the people don't realize. That's how they get in this. See, all you got to do is read. The media got it there for you. All you got to do is pay attention. And I paid very well good attention when I heard him say, I got locked up. I got locked up right before they got the $30 million deal. I got locked up right before they got the $30 million deal. When I got locked up, they got the $30 million deal. When I got locked up, they got the $30 million deal. Foolish. Shameless. Shameless for what you've done. Hey, Rose, are you shameless? Ashamed, baby, for what you've done. See, that, and then that's when y'all got gang. But see, what you failed to realize, you was a sacrifice first. So, he made Zulu as PD. You see, P, he did not, let's see, have to get killed. He just got him locked up for a very long time called life as part of the deal. Okay? See, the deal even makes you sacrifice your own. It could be your mama. Your daddy, your sister, your brother, even your own children. Because what he's going through, that be the whole tip of the iceberg. You heard me? Been locked up. People that left you back there. You been by yourself. Ain't nobody did nothing for you. You ain't. They left me. It's called retaliation. Is a must. So what you do? You do the unthinkable. You do the, like I say, the people's champ. You do the unthinkable. You do the undisputed. You become the biggest rat and tell on everything that you was affiliated with and who. So you get them whacked, get them dead and kill them. Then you come home like it's such a secret, a surprise. But see, the spirit told me watch and pray. Watch and pray. You heard me? And I hadn't even posted in October before January. Oh, because if this will come on, the dead and the live. Okay? But you made it on home. And then you went to bragging. Bragging. And then the truth came out. And that boy sitting back there doing all the multiple licenses. Do you send that boy some money for your freedom from that boy being the trade and the swap for you? Do you send that boy a greeting card? Do you give him eye water to cry with? Because you is the reason why this boy is messed up. Because, see, they didn't know you. All you were seeking was a Rule 35. Because you had already sold out all of your friends. And before they died, he said his brother Birdman looked out for him the whole ride until in 6 months away. He alive. He's still looking out for him. Let me tell you something, baby. He's still looking out for him. That's just for the media. You gotta realize these people like skits and all of that. See, I wasn't good for the skit. When they try to do the skit with me, I'm gonna blow up the whole fucking skit. It's just shit too real to be playing. You understand what I'm saying? Let me tell you something. Them people still get along. That's just for the media. And the reason why they can't be together is because they play the same part. Okay? So everybody that play the same part can't be together. Okay? If I got out because of you, I'm not gonna be with you. I can't be with you because I got out because of you. You understand what I'm saying? So that means you got to go figure out how you gonna play your part. Because I'm already playing mine, partner, and you can't get up in this hill. So you got to go do your own. And he ain't slow. He doing it. He doing the same thing his brother did. He just can't do it with his brother because his brother used him. You heard me? He was the biggest lick. He was the $30 million lick. You heard me? That 3 for that third. You know, they already in the 6th district, 3-6, Come on, man. Come on, man. You got to make it make sense for me. Okay? So if you're doing the same thing and gonna play the same role as somebody who didn't already use you to get their major role, partner, you in the way. We can't do this and this way. We ain't even getting along. We gonna make it seem like we ain't even getting along. So you go find your crew, and that's when OG person them and everybody else come in through. Cause guess what? What they do? Sign them and whack them. Sign them and whack them. Sign them and whack them. They give permission. See, they get you to give them permission to fuck over you. See, that's what you just never do. You just never in your long legged life let nobody give nobody the permission to mess over you. Okay? You're going to sign right here. And this signature going to carry for stuff you ain't signed for. And then what you did sign for ain't going to even much count. Because they're going to be over there too. Why? I done seen it so many times. I don't care if they mad. This is my part. They shouldn't have never had me. They shouldn't have never picked me. Okay? Shouldn't have never chose me. Think I'm going to sit back and let him be quiet. I'm going to be quiet and let him tell all of these lies. That's a lie. That's never going to happen. Okay? Then they got him some new tea telling me to fuck all of that. Who? The originals. Okay? No. Not possible. So tell the people, for everybody that he had, you had somebody affiliated with him too, okay? And so when they made babies, you made babies too, okay? And guess what? You just mad because they had it, because you just mad because all the rest of them gonna sit there and be quiet. See, I'm not, because I don't have to be. Because see, this was a life-altering moment for me. And anything that alters my life, honey, has to be spoken about, okay? So you get all the privilege. Because you're the one here telling all the stuff on the dead people. Just like you did to the jailhouse and to all the people that made sure they was going to die. See, all you do is come out here and tell on yourself. The more you talk, somebody's gonna figure you out, baby. I'm not thrilled over your stories because I lived some of them. And it wasn't nice at all, okay? Nothing nice. It still ain't safe today. It's just that you got the police in you in their custody. There's you're secure, okay? You're in custody. Uh-huh. You're under security. Protective custody is what they call it. Okay, so that's why you talk so loosely. Okay, because they be in the back recording you. We heard them before. You're not asleep. I know how they sound me. I sound just like them. So, sir, I have you to know. Okay, tell the few what's going on presently. How did you get here? How did you get here? You're not supposed to be here. You were supposed to be gone for a very long time. You wore that wire. You're not supposed to be here. But it made them people change their mind. Oh, it was what they call that, a violent crime for a violent crime. You understand what I'm saying? Made them people change their mind. You made them people change their mind. They said they ain't do that kind of stuff for violent crime. They said they didn't do that kind of stuff for violent crimes. I said, well, it was a violent crime to match a violent crime. So he got that and they gave him that. Yes. Yes, that's what happened, okay? Not messing with friends. Messing with friends is not a violent crime, okay? In life, that may happen. You know, the stars do it all the time. You know, when you say it's called paparazzi. So that's what it is for me, paparazzi. But is paparazzi gonna say how he came home to be paparazzi? Still popping that fucking mouth. That's all he's doing. Talking and rattling them people graves up, rattling them people families up. Just it's a mess. Why would you do that? You're so low down. You think nobody gonna see you. And then you gonna try to clown the lady. Yeah, you knew it. Boy, I wish you would have ever thought it. As sure as you said we was like brothers and sisters, you must know we had something in common. If you would have ever thought, you think you blessed and now, boy, you knew from the beginning. That's why you had to think a long, long time on me. It took you months. Ever since that rare report fucking video, it took you months to try to master me, because that's all you have time to do is sit and master people. You understand what I'm saying? You did that for a very, very long time until you got up out of that way. You heard me? You just kept on and kept on and kept on and kept on until you got it right. You heard me? So that's what I did, and that's how I get here. So why you mad? Trying to bring up my past, because I'm talking about your future, okay? I'm talking about the future of how it's never going to be safe. You understand what I'm saying? For no one, because you won't even acknowledge and own. You know, you won't take responsibility for your own actions and just be like, man, I needed to get up out of there. I needed to do what I got to do. So, hey, it's not... I don't play chess. I like to play with whatever you say, checkers, whatever. That's why you don't like to play chess. Whatever. That's what your excuse should have been. You should have just been honest. Just be honest, like you want to be honest about me, because I can be honest about me, okay? Okay? So this is what we are, okay? Because you see, I can admit that I was so heavy laden and burdened down. I did not know just what to do. So I went and I prayed for strength to endure. Jesus said, be still, and I will see you through. So I tried him, and I know him. He'll stick closer than any brother. Oh, I tried him, and I know him. He's been better to me than I've been to myself. Oof, there could never be a friend as dear to me as Jesus. So now, when you go through your trials and your cares, please don't look to men, for they'll let you down. Just remember, there is just one who will go with you till the end. His name is Jesus, my Jesus. He'll tell you what, why, and when. So I say you can do that, baby. Who? I tried him and I know him. You hear me? He has never failed me yet, okay? So that is what I go to. This is why my past does not, really, determine who I am today. You know what I'm saying? And I just thank God that I made it through. I made it. Because I'm supposed to be here. Oh, yeah. I'm going to share the truth and share my story with those that have been through and is going through, okay? He's not supposed to be here. We're going to get our song together. So I just wanted to come on here and just remind them and just talk to y'all and let y'all know a little bit. I'm going to come down and drop it because, the first thing to anything is just, hey, admitting this has happened to me. This does not define who I am. And this too shall pass and I shall push through. Okay? That's why I'm already my own motivation. Okay? My inspirational motivation, baby. Okay? And you be yours. Because once you know you, once you love you, it's nothing that anyone can do. Okay? Nothing that anyone or anything can do. Okay? So y'all be strong out here. You hear me? Because he's not supposed to be here. He's not supposed to be here. My answer right back. Mr. Answer right back probably make a video right now as we speak. He better because guess what? The spirit show prompted me when he made one about me that second time. And it had just only been an hour. I said, ooh, look, a spirit. I Say that, look at him trying to come and tell my business. Talk about your own business. Talk about, that's what you talk about. Talk about how did you get here? Let's talk about how you got here. Okay? How did you get here? Somebody just needs to really, one of them superb celebrities, the stand up times that, really check into shit like, how you got here? You heard me? They already had that man, they called, had that man. I think I'm gonna have to send him a letter and some certified mail and send him some, money and let him come on here and do an interview. So y'all can hear it yourself, cause lies don't care who tell them. Trying to stop cursing, but lies don't care who the F tell them. And relationships don't care who the hell had them. Okay? I just want you to know. So you best to be careful and answer and love yourself. Because guess what? Ain't nobody gonna do it better. Not nowhere else. Okay? So that's what I'm gonna do. Be mad, they don't like it. Hey, that is why I'm me and you are you. Okay? So there's no need to get mad here. Okay? We all then went through something. And for those who haven't went through something, baby, bless you. Because I don't think I want to be around nobody who don't know how to go through nothing. Hey. So I love y'all. Please like, share, and subscribe. Remember that you're not the only one, okay? Just when you think you've been through something, baby. Come on, honey. I promise you I can match you. See, that's what they don't talk about. But guess what? I'm going to tell you and show you how to push through and still smile and have so much love for you and yourself, okay? It gets no bigger. It gets no better, okay? So don't never feel like you're left out. Half the time you ain't missing nothing, okay? So y'all, please, like I said, like, share, and subscribe. Start coming on here and giving y'all some, those who done been through something. Those who done been through something. I only want to help those who done been through something because the holier and thou, baby, they is already, baby, they already crucified you and everything else. So just, you're not the only one, okay? Life is a journey, okay? And if you survive it, honey, you're doing something, okay? Okay? Because it's so easy to give up. So long as you don't give up on you hear me? Don't you worry about what nobody else say or try to do to you, okay? They don't do nothing for you. You understand? The only people you got to worry about is people who do something for you. If people don't do nothing for you, you ain't got to worry about nothing with them, okay? So I love y'all. Y'all be easy. I'll be back, cause I got the candles. Y'all know I'm sitting here with the candles, okay? And I'm gonna burn. So y'all have a good night. Make sure Mr. Answer right back. Make sure when he answer right back, tell him to tell it all, not partial. Okay? Y'all have a good night. I'm gonna come back soon, baby man. I'll be back soon. Y'all been getting fine. Let me show y'all. Y'all know I be losing it to try to stack it back. Get y'all some, what's this? Florida water house spray. It's very, very good. Florida water, keep the lies away. It keeps the lies away, okay? So y'all see, I just been in the gym, chilling, just burning incense and candles and shit, spraying Florida water and shit, They can't shake my shimmy. This 46 right here, baby. Whoa! I'm grateful. Whoa! They just don't know. I'm so glad I don't look like what I done been through. Why? Look, I'm gonna dance like the what?
Like the old people, yeah. Whoa, whoa, thankful. I made it. Yeah, yeah. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I survived it. Whoa. Yeah. Thank you, God. Thank you, Jesus. For saving a wretch like me. For I once was lost, but now found, was blind, but now I third I see. Good night, y'all. Bye.